I uploaded a reel and the comments made me so sad and honestly kind of angry.
I just woke up and Penny's entire head is yellow.
While walking around filming trying to find this yellow mess, I kind of accidentally filmed a home tour. I was not expecting all the comments on that reel to be about my house. And not just commenting on the fact that it's clean, but being angry, mean, nasty comments. One person said I spent days cleaning my house and then faked this just for attention. Seeing a clean house triggered in people this response because to them, messy is normal. To them, it is normal to not be able to have people come over. It is normal to live every day in chaos and absolutely hate your house. And that's what I found sad. When I woke up that morning and saw Penny's head was yellow, I made the spontaneous decision to just film it. I was not thinking about what my house looked like at the time, but I can understand why so many people found that unbelievable. I grew up in a home where if the doorbell rang, we would hide. We would crawl on our hands and knees and hide in a closet so that people didn't know we were home and come in. And I did this as an adult with my kids too, because I was so embarrassed by the chaos and the mess. So when I tell you that your home and your life can look different, I mean it because mine does. My house looks different because I learned some harsh truths. Are you ready for harsh truth number 1? You have way too much stuff. Like, way too much stuff. Clean homes are clean for one reason. They don't have anything to pick up. That's it. A person has a clean home not because they're neurotic or they're cleaning all the time. People have clean homes because they have less stuff than you. When you own twice as much as you need, when you have 2 potato mashers instead of 1, when you have extras just in case, when everything is everywhere, now you have to shuffle the stuff to do basic tasks. Now you have to clear off your kitchen counter before you can cook. You have to get things off the table before you can eat. You have to move things before you can live your freaking life. Why? Because you have duplicates. That's ridiculous. You might think, oh, it's just 1 extra potato masher. Listen to my face. It's that attitude, it's that mindset that is creating the problem. Every duplicate has to go. Every extra thing has to leave. Because when you say, I don't have time to tidy right now, what you're actually saying is, I have too much stuff to tidy right now. Harsh truth number 2. Your stuff doesn't have a place to go. Like, it doesn't have a home. So it's, I'll put this away later. Because maybe the home is far or it just doesn't exist in the first place. And guess what? That pile on your kitchen counter, no, it is not a home. And this isn't really your fault. Homes aren't really built with everyday living in mind. Where do you put the keys and the wallet and your wet towels and the clothes that aren't dirty enough to put back but they're too dirty to wash? Where do you put the bills that need to be paid and the flyers and the schedules? Homes don't come with homes for this stuff. It is up to us to create these spaces. We have to stop ourselves from just piling everything on the table or shoving everything in a corner and actually make real homes for our things. And if we don't have that, we will never actually have a tidy house that stays tidy. Harsh truth number 3. Cleaning is not a marathon. You wait until later, you put it off and think you can do it all at once. There's sticky stuff on the floor. I'll wait till the weekend when I can do the entire house. Dishes don't wait. Laundry doesn't wait. Life keeps going. Mess keeps accumulating. Dust doesn't know that it only can show up on a Saturday. It's there all the time. And when we put it off and make cleaning into this giant production, everything just continues to get messier and dirtier. The little bit everyday cleaning is the one thing I resisted for so long. Like, what's the big deal? I'm busy during the week. Why can't I just clean on Saturdays? But the problem is, what if I'm sick on a Saturday and I skip just that one day, and then maybe I have a barbecue the next weekend, and then, I don't know, a recital the next, and before you know it, you have gone weeks without cleaning your home. Weekend warrior cleaning is not realistic. It is not a solution. It's 5 minutes every day. That's what's going to save you. We have to stop thinking like all or nothing. We have to just do these little tiny crappy cleaning every now and then. We have to do it all day, 5 minutes here and there. That is the real harsh truth. Sorry, not sorry. The harsh truth I wish someone would have told me earlier is that your home deserves daily action. I put everything off till later because it was so overwhelming, but the longer I put it off, the more overwhelming it became. And it felt like a waste to just do 5 minutes when my house was so trashed. If I was going to start something, I had to do it right. But that was how I was doing everything wrong. I am not somebody who has their life together. I just stopped waiting until tomorrow and I started doing 1 minute today. Here is something that I started doing that was so helpful. It's like a mind reframe, I guess. When I really analyzed what I was doing, when I didn't want to clean or I was procrastinating cleaning or I didn't want to pick up the mess, it felt like a favor to today. Like I was giving myself a break today and putting it on tomorrow me. And the change that I started making was thinking of tomorrow me as my absolute best friend. Would I leave the dishes in the sink for her to wash tomorrow? Would I leave the laundry that I just took out of the dryer that's still warm and wrinkle-free, would I leave it in the basket to get wrinkled for her to deal with tomorrow? Would I make her job tomorrow twice as hard? Because now she has to pick up from yesterday and today. Would I do that to my best friend? And the answer is no. I stopped trying to make life easier today and I started to make life easier for tomorrow. And that seems like so obvious and like the simple little thing, but I repeated this mantra over and over again. Tomorrow me is my best friend. And that helped me actually feel motivated to take those small 5-minute steps. That is the reframe that changed my entire house. So this is where I'm gonna be a little tough. And I feel bad, and get out of this video now if you don't want me to be totally brutally honest with you. But if you are okay to hear it, it's what I needed to hear to make a change. I needed to hear this. You deserve better than disgustingness. You deserve better than the grime and the smell and the trash. You deserve better than the piles of clutter. What are you doing? Why are you allowing this? Why are you letting your home do this to you? Because the reality is nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to do it for you. You're the freaking grown-up here. You got yourself into this mess and you can say, oh, my husband doesn't help and it's his and it's the kids and whatever. You can have all the excuses. Maybe you have chronic pain or illness. You can put things in a trash bag. You can say no. If you can dirty a dish, you can wash it. And this isn't about you spending 6 hours a day cleaning. This is about you taking 10 minutes today so you don't have to do 20 tomorrow. This is little baby steps, and you're not gonna see a magical transformation overnight. But if you are consistent, you will get there. You will get there, and you will get to a point where people will be angry at you because they're going to assume that you're the one who's not normal, because your house will be under control. Because when the doorbell rings, you don't have to climb on your hands and knees and hide. You never have to be ashamed to open the door. You can randomly grab your phone and film a video of trying to find where your dog made a mess and post it on the internet without worrying what your house looks like. In fact, you won't even think about what your house looks like. You will never think about having a messy home because you will never have a messy home. I get worked up because, oh my God, I remember what it was like. The thing that nobody tells you when you have a messy house, nobody tells you that that's also the reason the rest of your life sucks. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, my house is messy, but you don't understand that your house being a mess is why you're broke. Your house being a mess is why your relationships are in chaos. It's why you're overweight, possibly. It's why, like, everything seems to be going wrong. When your home is not in control, the rest of your life is out of control because your house is like the foundation. Because why? Because it's a reflection back at you. How can you be motivated and happy and feel good about yourself when everywhere you look, you're reminded of failing? It crushes your self-esteem, and all you have to do is fill some trash bags and spend 10 minutes tidying, and yet we don't. And yet we make excuses and we put it off till tomorrow when tomorrow never comes. What are we doing? I get so emotional because it's like, I used to also think it was so hard, but you just have to get started and then you just can't stop. Speaking of hard truths, that leads me to today's sponsor. I'd like to thank HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. I was a person, especially this time of year when things are busy, where I would say, I'll cook a homemade meal tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow I'll meal plan and grocery shop. And I'd end up having takeout way more than I should have. So now I treat myself to HelloFresh 3 times a week, and I get healthy, gourmet, chef-inspired meals delivered right to my door. Everything's pre-portioned. I don't have to worry about what's for dinner, because it's already ready for me to just follow the step-by-step instructions and put together something quick and amazing and healthy. And it's cheaper than getting takeout. With over 100 recipes to choose from, you gotta give HelloFresh a try. And right now you can use my code Clutterbug at HelloFresh.com and get free Caraway food storage set with your 3rd box, available for a limited time only. Click the link below or use the code Clutterbug at HelloFresh.com. Code Clutterbug at HelloFresh.com with 3rd box of active subscription, limited quantities available while supplies last. So here's your challenge. It isn't to deep clean your entire house. It isn't to reorganize everything. Your challenge today is to find 21 things to leave your home. 21 things. It could be trash, it could, whatever, doesn't matter. Expired things from your fridge, 21 things to leave. I want you to do 1 load of laundry. I want you to wash the dishes and then take 10 minutes and make one thing better. Maybe that's your junk drawer, or maybe you're gonna find a special spot for your purse to go. 10 minutes, and that's it. If you can do those things today and then do it again tomorrow and do it again the next day, here's what I can promise you. 30 days from now, 1 month. Why am I emotional? I'm being a baby today. Okay, 1 month from now, like before Christmas, you will not recognize your home. You will be amazed at how much easier your life is. You can wake up and feel pride in your space. A clean and clutter-free space energizes you. Your house is no longer a part-time job, but you have to commit to doing the work to get there. You've created a monster. Now it's time to slay it. Be a warrior, put on your armor, grab that trash bag, that's your shield, donation box is your sword, and get to freaking work. You have 2 choices. You can make excuses or you can get results. And that's it. It's one or the other. And so today, I hope you find the courage to take that first step.
Just walking into this room just makes me feel calm.
It's crazy that this is my house. Like, what?
I have a cute bedroom. I didn't expect this.
But in the end, I felt so much better. Just relieved. And I'm like, let's go. Let's just do all the things. Austin's like, slow down. We don't want to get rid of the whole house.
I think I needed this.
You don't need to have a perfect house. You just have to be a person that makes your house a small priority in your everyday life. The easiest way to do this is to just repeat the mantra, I will not leave today's work for tomorrow me. Tomorrow me is my best friend, and I won't do that to her ever again. I got a little yelly today, and I apologize for that. It made me, when I read those comments on the reel about my yellow dog's head, I realized something. People were angry, not because they were angry at me or the state of my home. They were angry because seeing a home that was tidy spontaneously, just picking up a phone, made them feel angry and sad because they didn't think that that was actually a possibility. They don't see that as their normal or their real. And I'm hoping after watching this video, you are optimistic that it can be real for you, that tidy can be your normal, that you deserve it. Thank you so much for those of you who have stayed to the end. So just a quick update. If you did watch that reel and you didn't watch the update, it turns out that it was lily pollen on Penny's head. So I must have let her out at night, that night before, and she must have gone through my garden. I had these big, beautiful stargazer lilies, and she must have got some of the pollen on her head, and I didn't notice because it was dark. So the next morning, I was like, who highlighted your head? And I thought for sure that there would be some kind of yellow. I thought it was like, is it like turmeric? Did she get into the spices? Then I thought, is this pee? Am I gonna find like buckets of urine everywhere? And a lot of you in the comments kept mentioning lilies over and over again. So I went outside, I touched it, and yeah, that's what it is. And here's the coolest part, okay? I had no idea that lilies were toxic to cats, and that in fact, if any of that had fallen on Mr. Bojangles and he had licked it off, he could have died of kidney failure. So I read your comments, I confirmed that was exactly what was on her head, and I cut down all the lilies. So not only did that reel inspire me to film this harsh truth video where I'm kicking your butt because what are you doing? You deserve better. And it isn't hard, it just takes a while to get there, 5 minutes at a time, but you're going to get there nonetheless. The point is, not only did it inspire that and this, but it probably saved my cat's life. I just removed all the lilies from everywhere in my garden, and I'm so freaking grateful. So this is your PSA to both clean your freaking house, get rid of your excess stuff, and also if you have cats, to maybe not have lilies because they're crazy toxic. That is all. Thank you guys so much. Hope you still love me. If you don't like harsh truth, tough love, I'm sorry. They're not usually like this. It's just, this is a message I needed to hear, that I did hear from the great Peter Walsh through a TV screen on Clean Sweep. So I'm just giving you the same love that he gave me all those years ago. See you next time.